communication is everything way of telling news or telling a story beyond words. I would say taking photographs is one, shooting and editing video is two. I would say that web design is three. I would say using type well, typography, would be four. And I would say animation is five. And I'm not sure if I'd put them in that order, but those would be the five top things. Now, journalism is appearing on the web, and the web allows multimedia. Journalism is multimedia. People love all the part of journalism that's more than just the words, and you don't have to worry about having enough space or room or anything else like that. So visual communication has become very, very popular because photographs and visual are very, very powerful ways of communicating. Another thing has happened is that the tools that are needed to create video and to edit video have become very simple and very inexpensive. In the past, the government often controlled the journalism news media, and therefore they were safer. But now they can't control it, and people are doing whatever they want to do, and they're using social media and other non-official journalism media to put out their messages, and people are listening to those messages and acting upon it, and that's one of the reasons you're seeing such turmoil in the Middle East. Every person, every individual has to assess the credibility of the source of the information. Even with professional media, when I look at, in the United States, I look at Fox TV News, I have a certain skepticism of that news as versus, say, the BBC News, or when I look at the New York Times, I value that more highly than I value some other newspaper. Even when point is, even when professional media, individuals make judgments about the credibility of that media. The fact that we now have social media, it's just an extension. People still have to make judgments about the credibility of the media that they're consuming. Some people in social media have high credibility, and you can trust them greatly. Others have unknown credibility or low credibility. But it's no different than it was 200 years ago. Whatever source the information was coming from, you as a consumer needed to think about the credibility of that source. You just have more sources to consider the credibility of, that's all. So it's really a combination of the technology and the software, the hardware and the software becoming simpler to use, less expensive, and there being a way of distributing it, and being able to distribute it in combination with words that have made this whole multimedia journalism thing possible. There won't be printed media in the near future, really, because it's so expensive to print on paper and then to distribute the paper. And paper, you can't search a printed news paper or anything else like that. There's no search function. There's no interactive function. You can't attach it to your Facebook account, or you can't do anything with it. You read it and then you throw it away. That's it. Everything is going to be all information is going to be